I've just found out that one of my favorite actors is coming back for a new show. I don't know if you guys know the series FBI, which has been airing since 2018 on CBS. It turns out that FBI is getting a new spin-off called CIA, and I got everything you need to know about it, so let's not keep you waiting. Just to make it clear for you guys, FBI is about the inner workings of the New York field office of the FBI as its agents fight to keep New York City and the country safe. When it comes to them, you know that it's not gunfire and casual kidnapping anymore. It's like explosions, deaths, traumas, and everything. Season 8 is currently being released weekly in the US. We've just got the fourth episode called Manifest. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you spoilers, but if you still haven't watched episode 4, you may be wondering about the plot, so here it is. Following a failed assassination attempt on a U.S. senator, OA and Maggie are tasked with escorting her back to Washington, D.C. on a flight that becomes more perilous than imagined. I've watched it, so anything I say may ruin your fun. That's why I'm going to stay silent about this, but I can also tell you the fifth episode's plot. It goes, Maggie partners with Eva to hunt a killer after a shocking daytime stabbing in an NYC park. After a subsequent murder, they realize the assassin has a hit list, begging the question, who's on it and who's next? I'm not gonna lie, this one reminded me of The Blacklist. It's also one of my favorite shows of all time. You can check that out too. Anyways, let's get back to CIA. It's not the first spin-off of the FBI universe. We also had FBI Most Wanted and FBI International, which both ended in 2025. And they've been saying that CIA won't be just a spin-off, but an extension of the universe. So let's hope that it'll last as long as FBI. Now, we can talk about the best part. Tom Ellis has been cast for the lead role, and I'm down for it. I have to admit that what got me hooked on the show in the first place was knowing that he was going to be in the spin-off, and now, here we are talking about it. We also know that he's familiar with those kinds of series considering his role in Lucifer. I mean, yeah, it was different, and he was not a cop, but let's admit that it was a cop show. Only this time, he won't have wings and the ability to make people tell the truth by looking them in the eyes like a psychopath. But he'll be perfect if you ask me, and from what I know, he's going to have a partner again, but not as beautiful as Chloe, unfortunately. Nick Gelfus will be the one to work with Tom, and their characters are pretty much different from each other. I think it's time for us to take a look at the plot now. It goes, CIA centers on two unlikely partners, a fast-talking, rule-breaking loose cannon, CIA case officer, and a by-the-book, seasoned and smart FBI agent who believes in the rule of law. When this odd couple are assigned to work out of CIA's New York station, they must learn to work together to investigate cases and criminals posing threats on U.S. soil. Finding that their differences may actually be their strength. Do I even need to tell you who's going to be the rule-breaking one and who's going to be the by-the-book one? If you don't know the answer to that, it means that you've never watched Lucifer, so I'll tell you, Tom will be the bad and Nick will be the good cop. And I can't deny that Nick has this good cop vibe. I don't know if it has to do something with him playing in Chicago Med, but I just can't help seeing him like that. Besides them, we also have Natalie Linez as Gina Rojas. She'll appear as the trusted CIA analyst on the team. If there's one thing I know about those kinds of shows, it's that if there's a beautiful woman working as an analyst, she'll definitely date one of the lead actors. I'm never wrong about this kind of stuff, so you'll see. And Natalie is also no stranger to cop shows since she did an arc on Chicago PD. Besides Natalie, we also had Michael Michelle, but something interesting happened. She was cast as one of the leads of the series, but she left while they were just weeks into filming. She would play the head of CIA's New York station, but now they have to cast someone else for that part. The reason for her leaving has not been revealed yet, which made us wonder what might have gone wrong behind the scenes. And the odd thing is, this is the second major change in the show. The showrunner also switched over the summer. We're lucky if we get the show with Tom at this point. Now, it's time for the part that you've all been waiting for, the release date. It was originally planned for a fall 2025 premiere, but they've pushed it to mid-season while also undergoing a showrunner change. So, you guys can expect to see the first episode by June, and this means we can get the trailer by May. Until then, you can check the video on the screen, and don't forget to follow for more CIA content.